Alright, boys. Appreciate you tuning back into another one, man. Unlearn and relearn while you sleep. Let's get into it. The power of affirmations. Playing while you're asleep to reprogram your subconscious mind for whatever reality you're trying to experience. Right? The reason I made this video was it was inspired by the movie The Matrix back in 1999. Right? Now, I've watched this movie more than 10 times by now. And one thing I love about that movie is it makes me think about how to let go of programming and reprogram or download some new programs, right? Do you remember the scene where he was in the chair and he was sitting in the chair for like 10 hours and he was downloading programs? It was like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all these other martial arts, right? And after 10 hours sitting there, he says to Morpheus, I know Kung Fu. Morpheus says, show me, right? That's what it really is, right? You have the ability, we have the ability as men to download new programs that will be conducive to our lives moving forward, right? We never raised ourselves. We was raised by people who was raised to lose, and then we was born into that shit, and then we was taught loser habits, loser behaviors, you know. But it is what it is. But as we get older and we start to understand ourselves, man, we get the opportunity to reprogram ourselves. This is why I personally say, if you're between the age of 30 to 40 years old, you need to have your own environment. Whether you're renting a room, you renting a flat, whatever it is, you need to have your own environment, right? You need the space and the opportunity to disappear and work on yourself for a significant amount of time, right? You need time to reprogram all that bullshit out of your mind, right? Where it starts is you need to reprogram your subconscious. Now, your subconscious mind controls 95% of your results, our results, right? And then 5% is from your conscious mind. So what you're doing every day in your daytime is really controlled by your subconscious without you even knowing it. Now, what I do is when I'm about to go sleep, I go on YouTube, I type in billionaire affirmations, right? It's a black guy, gold background, wearing headphones. It's an 8-hour video. Now, I don't sleep 8 hours because I've got too much energy in my system as well as semen retention and, you know, just holding on to my seed, right? So I'll pass out for maybe 2, 3, 4 hours, 5 at max, right? So that 8 hours recording, I'm sleeping that whole, not the whole recording, but I'm sleeping for maybe 4 or 5 hours, like I just said, right? And that whole time I'm sleeping, my mind is being reprogrammed, right? The whole time. This is every night or every time you pass out, right? Now, I noticed when I first started doing this, after about 10, 12 days, my brain started to feel different. It started to feel more tingly, right? And I wasn't no longer believing the things I had believed previously to listening to that, right? I felt like my brain was making new connections and establishing new beliefs, if you want to say that. You have the ability to reprogram yourselves. Like I said, the man you was 5 years ago does not have to be the man you are this year, next year. And if you are operating off the same program, you're going backwards. You might think you're going forward, but you're going backwards. There's no way that you should be a man and you're operating off the same software as you was when you was growing up in school, living with your parents, however you grew up. You got to reprogram yourself because there's different things you want. And if you don't have the ability to disappear and just lock yourself away and isolate yourself and reprogram, retrain your body, retrain your mind, structure a new plan of what you want for yourself, you're missing out. This is why I will always say, if you can, avoid being around females for a certain amount of time. It's not forever. It's just females bring a lot of negative energy. Doesn't mean they're the evilest things on the earth. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you need to sit by yourself long enough to experience your own energy and figure that out, so you can master your own energy. You have the ability to learn anything you want to learn. When you're consciously awake, you're going to have some sort of resistance. You know, you can study books, you can listen to audio tapes and stuff like this, but there's going to be a small part of your mind consciously that thinks, okay, maybe I don't believe that I can do this right now. Maybe I don't believe that I can make 100,000 in a month. Maybe I don't believe that I can make millions. This is where you just kind of, all right, cool. And you shut down and then relax your body and go into a meditative state, REM sleep, right? Because you need your subconscious mind to have no resistance, so it can just soak up everything it's hearing. Think about it. Whenever you guys remember, you have the awareness to remember if you fell asleep to a certain movie, you know, you fell asleep to certain thoughts in your mind, maybe it was sexual and you had dreams and certain things. It's because your subconscious mind is always listening, and your subconscious cannot take a joke. It can't. It takes whatever statement at face value. It believes everything that's being said. So if you think you can't, you're right. If you think you can, you're also right. The man that has cancer, that thinks he can get over that and it won't kill him, he's going to heal. The man that has cancer and thinks he's going to die from cancer, he's going to die from cancer. Because you're allowing your mind to believe a belief, right? Listen, we're all going to go through stages in life where things are going to happen. It's your job as a man to have complete control over your mind, right? You can't control the outside. You can't. It's impossible. But two things you must absolutely be in control of: your mind and your body. The third one, if you want to take it there, is your energy. That wraps up in sexual energy, emotions, all of that. Reprogram yourself while you sleep. Affirmations. If you pass out for an hour, just go on YouTube, find a video that you like of a lifestyle that you want to start to walk into, and reprogram yourself. You ain't got to have no resistance about it. Just reprogram yourself slowly. All right. Listen, I'm trying to get my first 30 subscribers, so I'd appreciate likes on the video, get the algorithm out there. Subscribe to the video, to the channel. I'm always dropping content. My whole ideology about this channel is to help men get to the next level and to be the best versions of themselves. Help me out. I'll see you again soon. Peace.